It was day 2 and our plan was to reach Tumling. So we got up early with the call of the birds and geared up ourselves for the march. After completing the formalities at the forest checkpost office, we finally started our trek at 7:40 in the morning. Tumbling is around 13 kilometers from Manebhanjan and the trekking route passes through pine forests. Within a short span of time, we got lost into the nature. The unspoiled green was so soothing to the eyes that it cannot be described in words. The initial 3 kilometers of the walk was really very steep and tiring, and we had to take rest in between. After walking for about 1.5 hours, we were finally able to see the tomb of the Chitre monastery from the top of the pine trees. It gave us a great relief that we were very close to our first stopover. On our way, we could see Manebhanjan town. The houses seemed so tiny from the top. We kept on moving for our first destination. After walking little farther, we saw a stone reading Chitre Gongfa. From here, we took the left road for the monastery. As we entered through the main gate of the monastery, we could feel the silence. The place was very quiet and peaceful. The only sound that was coming was the chirping of the crickets from the nearby pine trees. It was a real treat to the ears. We explored the place a little before heading for Chitre village. Chitre is a small village with just a few huts and makeshift lodges for the trekkers. According to our plan, we went to a lodge named Hawk's Nest to have our breakfast. The view from the window of the lodge was simply breathtaking, and the steaming hot noodle soup was very refreshing and most needed for the next leg of our trek. After finishing our breakfast, as we were about to start our walk, we saw few heritage Land Rovers moving towards Sandakphu. We also passed many prayer flags on our way. Our guide told us that the locals believe these flags bring holiness and purity to a place. Chitre is so beautiful that I would suggest you to stay a night here. This leg of the walk was much more comfortable than the initial one, and the view was simply astonishing. On our way, we met a cute little paw friend. After a gradual incline of about 3 kilometers, we crossed a hamlet called Lamaydhura. Only 5 Tibetan families live in that village. We didn't stop there and moved on for our next stopover at Meghma. If you wish, you can have a tea break at Lamaydhura. While we were enjoying our walk to Meghma, our porter and guide went ahead of us to place order for our lunch. We took some rest by the side of the road and started our walk for Meghma, which is around 3 kilometers from Lamaydhura. While we walked little farther, we found ourselves walking into the clouds. It was just like a fairy tale. Meghma is a small village and is located on Indo-Nepal border. The word Meghma has come from the word Megh, which means cloud, and the name did true justice to the place. The right side of the stone pillar lies in India and the left side is in Nepal. The village has a small Buddhist monastery and few homestays for the trekkers. We visited the monastery while a lunch was being prepared. It was very foggy and cold, and we had to wear our jackets and gloves. As options are limited here, we had simple vegetarian lunch. The food was hot and fresh. From here, the trekking route gets divided. One goes through India to Tumling and the other goes through Nepal to Tumbling. We took the left road through Nepal. This phase of the walk was through the villages of Nepal, and the road was not a motorable one. On our way, we crossed green meadows and few narrow water streams. The walk was very scenic. We saw a spinning water prayer wheel run by the flowing water. The sound of the prayer wheel was so satisfying. Though it was little cloudy, but the green meadows were picture perfect. After walking for another 4 kilometers from Meghma, we finally reached our destination, Tumling, little before 4 in the evening. We had already booked our rooms at Siddharth Lodge, so we checked in and took some rest for the rest of the day. At the end of the first day trek, I have learned an important lesson. Always you should wear comfortable and proper footwear while trekking. See you all in the next episode of our trek from Tumbling to Kalipokhri. If you have liked this video, please do like, share and subscribe our channel for more interesting videos.